Welcome back to Cigar Talk, and I'm your host, Rob Jones.
Little Rob.
And today we have Bryant Falconer, the amazing co-host.
Oh, Lord, no, man. I'm just doing good, bro. I'm just here. Just here.
It's good. So, how's it going? You're doing good?
Yeah, had a good week, man.
That's good.
It was a celebration week. Actually, I had to go out of town for a little bit. Guess what we did, though, man?
What'd you do?
Threw axes.
Okay. I've yet to do that.
You will have a ball doing this.
I'm excited for it.
Somebody like me from the hood, given a deadly weapon and told, other than a gun, because, a handgun I was trained to use, but an axe, have fun, throw it at the wall. Make sure it sticks. Matter of fact, I'll teach you how to do it. Really? You're going to teach me how to maim somebody? From, I guess it's about 12 to 14 feet is where they have you at.
Yeah.
I'm deadly again. I'm deadly. I was getting them 6s and 5s. 6s the bullseye, 6s and 5s. Sometimes it'd go up there, hit the wall. Pow! Everybody turn around looking. I'm like, hey, I tried. At least
you're new.
Oh, but you see my wife do it. Men have strong wrists. We got years of preparation with that. To see an axe come out looking like a jump shot, it's not right. And I know she's going to kill me for this, but to see it come out of her hand and go up in the air and then come down, I'm like, hold up. Everybody you see in here is throwing straight at. Why are you shooting Steph Curry jumpers?
Yeah. Why are you doing a jump shot?
Like, come on, man. But it was, bro, you talking about an hour and 15 minutes worth of fun, man.
That sounds fun.
They got games, and me being as ultra competitive as I am, I'm not going to lose.
Yeah.
So, but then I had to think about it. It's my wife's birthday weekend, and they had this game. Is you start with 35 points.
Okay.
And you got to get rid of the 35 points by hitting the bullseye.
That's really cool.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I got down to 2 and like 5 throws. And my wife and my stepdaughter was still throwing. And I was like, should I go up here and win this? I didn't won every game since. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want to have to argue tonight. And this is her birthday. So maybe Bryant needs to lose.
Maybe you got to lose for once.
So I threw it and it banged up against the wall. And she looked at me like, really? I'm like, slipped out of my hand. She goes up there. She throws it. It bangs up against the wall. I'm like, am I going to do this again? And I'm sitting there looking. And the guy that works, he looking at me like, come on, dude. I know you can do it. And I'm just like, So I go up there, throw it again. Yep. Bang, it clangs up against the wall, falls, hit the floor. She comes up. We both at 2 points. She throws this son of a gun. And I'm telling you, it was a straight arrow spinning around and hit 2 direct. Boing, dang.
Oh, wow.
I looked at her, I was like, so you trying to show out? She's like, no. I was just like, in my mind, you trying to show out right now. In my mind, I'll let you win, but I can't say that because I'm going to be in trouble. But you just tried to show out on me. I'm like, nah, I'm good for the rest of it. She's like, nah. So like, I'm good. I'll be the point man from now on. I'll pencil whip folks. Nice. But it was great, man. That was some fun.
Yeah.
That I hadn't had, and it was something I wanted to do. Yeah. And I enjoyed it, man. I truly did. But I'm telling you, it's a dangerous place, bro.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because there was some dudes next to us. You get to come in here, and on the sign it says BYOB. So now you got drunk people with a maiming instrument throwing it. So these guys, they teach you to throw with 2 hands. These fools over with one hand, throwing underhand. One dude threw behind his back. I said, can we move over? Social distancing. Let's have that. And the guy laughed. He said, I stopped that. Now, he stopped it for a second. Then he come back and go around making his rounds. They back up again. I'm like, come on, dude. They went through a couple of 24 packs. I'm like, shh. But in the end, it was fun, bro. It was fun.
I had a friend go and somehow the person they went with got the handle in the thing. It wasn't the axe itself.
How?
I don't know how hard they threw it, but I saw the picture. They sent it to me. The handle itself was embedded in the target.
That's some Thor stuff.
They threw it hard.
Mighty Thor.
All right, well, tell me what you're smoking.
I am smoking tonight the Ligera 1936 box pressed.
Ooh, very nice.
Trying to step up to that Rob Jones game. Look at him over there with his smirk on his face. Dude, we don't care.
It doesn't matter.
You're not here.
Well, I'm smoking the McAuliffe, Connecticut.
McAuliffe.
Well, I think this was my second ever cigar. So
I'm
actually, this is the first cigar besides the Island Gem that I've come back to.
okay.
So I actually like it a lot more now.
McAuliffe's. You got another smoker. But this box press is kind of good, man.
Is
Like, yeah, I used to hear Rob talk about this Ligera, but now I'm understanding this is a dynamite stick, man. Construction, that first third, you saw I had that stack of dimes, and then I had to tap it because I don't want it all over my cigar talk.
Tell me about what's
uniform.
the notes you're getting out of it.
Earthy
Curious.
notes,
Okay.
cedar, a little bit of spice, but I'm only tasting it on the retro hell.
Okay.
And it's not strong, but you know, I'm picking it up on that retro hell.
What's the price point on it?
I don't know. I asked, I went to the Leaf today and I told the tobacconist, Scott, I said, hook me up a 10 stick value pack. And he came back with 10 powerful sticks, man. And with my discount, 111. So you're looking at what?
That's about $650.
Yeah, $650. Oh, he said this is about a $650. This is well worth the $650. This is well worth $650.
Yeah, I've seen my dad smoke that a lot.
Yeah, this is a dynamite stick, bro. What you smoking? Oh, you told us.
Yeah.
In Connecticut.
McAuliffe, Connecticut.
What are you picking up now? This is your second go around. What are you tasting? What aromas are you getting? Uh-oh, he's puffing, people. He's puffing.
Let me see. It's definitely lighter than other cigars I've been smoking. Like I had the A not too long ago, which is very bold comparatively. For specific notes, I can't get much still, but it's at least it's light enough to where I still have my taste. So really, that's the good part.
Okay.
So I can still taste the cigar even if I don't really know what they are.
Most definitely. That's a good start for a newbie, though. The ability to understand, go from just especially with Rob and your dad, smoking something bold, and then getting to Connecticut, and like, okay, I can taste this still.
Yeah.
I can taste these things, everything through this. Oh, okay. Because we know where he's been, and we want your journey to be, progressive, not to be regressive. I start off with dynamite, then I work my way back to firecrackers.
Yeah, I think that's my one issue with smoking super bold ones. That by the halfway point, I don't really know if I am tasting anything.
Okay.
I'd have no idea what I'm tasting.
Okay,
But I'll get there.
Let's get to the sponsors.
Yes. Well, let's start with the Patreons. We want to thank the Patrons.
Every day.
Yeah, you are our backbone.
Every day.
It's just we're so blessed to have you guys. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, go to our website or Patreon and look up Cigar Talk, I think, as well. I'm pretty sure that's what we're calling.
Where is it at?
In the show notes. It's in the show notes.
Show notes.
So, very excited for new stuff coming up as well. We just started doing the post show as well. So, and Patreon, stick around. We're going to have a Patreon exclusive giveaway in the post show.
Yes, sir. For those that are not, go to the show notes.
You can become a Patreon.
And you could have a chance at this giveaway.
We're not going to tell you guys what it is, but it's really cool. I actually really like it.
It's great.
So, I'm excited for that. And then sponsorships wise, let's start with McAuliffe.
Dun, 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 dun.
McAuliffe has been with us for a long time. We filmed a show with them.
Rob is 8th woman.
What? Are you pointing at me?
He said to film the show last week.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's 8 free on them. How many? He ain't throw no fingers up then.
I don't think so. But yeah, super great. They've got. I'm smoking the Connecticut. I enjoy the stick. Every stick I've had from them, I've enjoyed.
4 to 42. There's not a stick that you cannot enjoy in their entire catalog. Coming from the $4, was it $4.62 to the $40 sticks, you get an array, and everyone has its own signature. Everyone has its own taste. Everyone knows my favorite is the Sumatra. Yeah. Rob is the Medallion. You're vibing on that Connecticut right now. So the A came out, and it took the cigar community by storm. It did, and it was worth it. It was worth it because that stick was a monster. Then they allowed us, their consumers, members to name it.
That's incredible.
The things that they've done to ensure that they encompass us in everything that they go forward on. It's not just us, the brick and mortars, how they support the brick and mortars, the things that they've done to ensure that the brick and mortar survived through the pandemic.
Yeah,
man, McAuliffe is 100% that company. Man.
They're for the people.
Yeah,
for sure.
100% that company. Who's next?
We got Viva La Vida. You know, we got
Club 500.
Club 500, the Jester.
Club 500.
I'm a Jester person. But
I'm a 500.
Yeah.
500. I don't even say 100. 100.
They just make great sticks. Just in general, they're great. They're all about brick and mortar as well. So, big fan of them. And leading into that is the Leaf.
1166 North 2nd.
It's
Abilene, Texas.
The home shop. It's the Leaf.
The Leaf.
It's so good.
There's none other. Jay, Scott, Corey.
All amazing.
Alan, Colton, Casey. Come on, man.
Everyone. It's just so good.
When I say here's a brick and mortar that looks out for everyone that walks in that door.
Oh, yeah.
They treat everybody the same. They ensure that your experience there is what we used to call, one place I used to work, ICE, the intimate customer experience. You walk in there and they take care of you even after you walk out the door. Because there are times Jay will walk people out the door and talk to them as they leave it. Because he wants you to understand that he appreciates you. He brings about sticks and accessories that ensure that the brick and mortar stays go, but he takes care of the community. And that's what it's about. Yeah. The new Havana room, man. Sitting back there in that new room is just
so nice. I love it. I love being back there.
It's a place to relax, man. And it really is. I still have nostalgia for the old Leaf, but the new Leaf is, as they say, 2.0.
It's incredible.
2.0, bro. It moves us forward. Okay, we're going to go into the pick 6.
Oh, wait, hold on. We also got Case Elegance.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Case Elegance.
So they make just cool stuff. I like everything they've got. They've got the Octador, which we will have. We already made that, right? Okay. I just making sure. It's been a minute. Sorry. But yeah, we made the review on the Octador. What a cool thing. I think, did we give that away?
We are going to.
We're giving that away still. At the end of March. So stay tuned for that. It'll be a great giveaway. It's a super cool case.
It's something that if you got it, you would let everybody in the world know because it is just that cool, man.
It's awesome.
The eight sides is not shaped like a stop sign, but it just has 8 sides to it. And it doesn't have magnets or something in it. Yeah. So when it closes, it seals.
Yeah.
It seals perfectly.
That's so nice.
So it keeps its seasoning. Yeah. It keeps the humidity that you want in there, and your sticks are safe. And it also has the drawers at the bottom for your accessories.
Yeah.
So you have everything all in one place for those new guys, or maybe even an old head that has, because like Rob got 30 million humidors around here. Some work, some don't. But for those that don't, this is a great way to start.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're going to have something a product that you know is going to take care of your investment, which is your sticks and your accessories. And it looks good, man. Yeah. That thing is hot. And they have watch cases because I'm a watch man.
Yeah. They've got totes.
Totes.
That's so sick.
I had to tell your dad that's what it was. He said, that's a man person.
No, it's a tote.
It's a tote.
I want it. It looks nice.
3 letters. 4. T-O-T-E.
T-O-T-E.
Not purse. Tote.
There's a difference.
Yes, because ladies carry purses. We men carry
you can find them, every single one of them, down in the show notes.
Most definitely.
Go check them out. They're awesome.
Go to the website, people.
Go.
It's there. Let folks know, man.
So, all right. Well, let's get into the pick 6.
I'm gonna do like your dad. You go first.
Okay. Well, at the top of my pick six, I actually have the cigar I'm smoking right now.
Okay.
McAuliffe, Connecticut.
Okay. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. A great stick too.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I even though this is the second one I've had, I just picking up already. I know.
Yeah, you like it enough to go back to it.
Exactly.
Got you.
And then second, I have the Island Gem, which is that's the cigar I've probably smoked the most.
Cool.
If it's not,
I
it's
love
the
everything.
third.
I like everything about the Island Gym, even its presentation.
It looks so
that
cool.
Shaggy, yeah,
I love
man.
it.
It's just like
It's
you're
a
sitting
cool
on the
looking
beach, margarita, feet kicked up.
Oh yeah,
You're in Island Gym. Sit back and relax,
you
baby.
just feel cool while smoking. It's awesome.
sir.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
on my third, I have the Oliva V Maduro.
Was that a Lancero?
Not the Lancero. I
Okay.
like the smaller one just a little bit more.
Busto, this guy. Yeah, you've been hanging around your dad a minute.
I have
Did
been.
you steal that one from him? Please tell me you did.
No, he
Please tell
stole
me
he
you
stole
did.
one from me actually.
So you took that one back? No.
No, not yet. He hasn't gotten another one. I did have another Island Gym, but that's gone. So
I can understand.
you know,
It's amazing. It's just like socks in the dryer here.
yeah.
Sounds like someone needs their own humidor.
I mean, I'll take one. Am I eligible for winning the?
No.
Dang.
No.
Well, that's a shame.
Hey, let's in between. Let's show the.
Yeah. You want to do that now, or
Mhm.
okay? So, we got a gift from this company, or is it a guy or is it a company? Okay, the company, the cigarashtray.com, and here we go. It's right here. If you want it.
Nice.
That is sweet, baby. That is sweet.
It's very
And
nice.
That's brushed aluminum.
Mm-hmm. It's very nice. It's textured to the top, and then
Right.
the inside's very smooth. It
I like how it
doesn't-
has that cigar talk in the middle
yeah,
of it.
yeah. And then we also have one that says Rob.
Mine is in use right now.
Yeah. So we won't hold up yours, but they're customizable. So if you want a specific kind,
He can customize.
you can customize them. They're very cool. I like it.
That information going to be in the show notes, Rob?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
And we're gonna give the single
Oh yeah. We are giving this one away. Are we doing that this show?
next week.
Okay, next week on the show we're giving this away. So be tuned for that.
It's a great prize too, man, because I love looking at that. I came in when I saw it sitting there on the table. I was like, that looked like a Star Wars land speeder.
Yeah, it does. That's what I noticed when I saw
I
it.
was like, that looked like a land speeder.
Looks like a land
Then
speeder.
I was like, oh, that's an ashtray. I'm like, oh. Then I
a
saw
big fan.
there was one next to it that just said Rob. I said, I guess that's mine then. Lo and behold, someone was being the a-hole that they are.
No, I walked in and saw Rob's, and then I saw the normal one. I was like, "Where's Bryant's?" Because he told me you were getting one, and he was like, "Shh," and I was
okay.
like, "What? Did he not send it? What happened?" And then he was like, "No, I'm gonna give it to him." I was like, "Oh, okay then."
See, we have to ask questions with Rob. You have to clarify
I
things.
didn't know what shh
because
meant.
with him, you never know, bro. He can. But my three this week,
Yeah, let me hear him.
starting off, I got a gift from Larry.
Okay.
I went to the Leaf. What was that? Friday, I think Thursday or Friday.
Okay.
And I got in there and I realized I brought the wrong travel case and I didn't have a stick with me.
Oh, no.
And he's like, he looked at me like, you know how your grandfather look at you when you. I was like, I'm just gonna go buy one. He said, sit down. And he handed me 2 sticks. He said, pick. He had a flathead. CAO Flathead 660 and a 770. And I was like, well, I haven't really ate that much. Give me the 660.
Yeah.
So I hadn't had a 660 in about 7 or 8 months.
Yeah.
Bruh, sitting there smoking out, I was like, oh, man, I'm missing out, man. I'm missing out.
Was
That
good.
that 660 is a powerful, it's a dynamite stick. Those flavor profiles, bro, it just takes you through it all,
Yeah.
man. And it's perfect. It is perfect for where I was at that moment. That was the right stick. So I say thank you, Larry. Man, I don't give you too many kudos, but you deserve that one, bro. So I'm going to give you that one.
That's nice.
My number 2 was Aroma Craft Crowell Magnum Knuckle Dragger Petite Robusto.
Okay. That's a lot of words, but that's cool.
And it's a powerful stick.
Yeah.
It's one of them, you know, they say dynamite comes in small sizes.
Yeah.
Dynamite comes in this small size, bro. When I say Aroma Craft, you know, they take you through it all, and it still has that punch that's not overbearing,
Yeah.
but it's perfect. And that's what it was, man. I was like, yeah, this is making that top 6 this week, baby.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going on there.
Nice.
And my number 3 was the My Father's El Centurion H2K CT Connecticut.
Okay.
With the Cubano seed.
All right.
I think that's one Luke would like.
I think so. Okay.
Your dad said he thought you would like, and I do too, because it is a flavorful stick. It's a medium to a little bit light, but you would enjoy every third of that stick.
Okay.
All the way through. And I don't know if you drink coffee or anything, but it's perfect to me because I had coffee that day. I had Sumatra coffee with it. And it was just perfect. It paired perfectly with that. The coffee didn't overpower it, nor did it overpower the coffee. And I just sat back there. It was actually in the morning, Sunday morning when we were out of town. And I sat down at the hotel outside, drank me a cup of coffee and smoked that. And I was like, oh man, now my day can go well.
Yeah.
I can sit back and just let my wife take my credit card and put me in bankruptcy court, which is what she did. But it was just a blessing, man. It was a blessing. And I got one honorable mention, though.
Oh, let me hear it.
And me and Rob were blessed with these. It is the Definition Cigars Black Ribbon Lancero.
Okay.
Bruh. I got to say this.
Yeah, say it.
Lanceros are not my favorite.
Sure.
I really don't like the look because it make me look like, you know how the ladies used to have those long filters, those long tips on there. That's what it reminds me of, a long skinny.
Especially with those sausage fingers.
Yeah, anyway. But sir, no, I got to be real with this, bruh. That stick, powerful, flavorful, that roller coaster ride all the way through. Damn. I was burning my fingers. I was mad because I ain't have my poker. Because if I'd had my poker, I'd have took it all the way down. It'd been looking like I was hotboxing it, man. That stick was powerful, man. And in the Lancero, I was like, the only reason it didn't make the list is because we don't even know what the name of it is. You can't get them yet.
Yeah.
You know, the Definition sent it to us. It's got the black ribbon on it. That's all I know. I told Jay, I was like, man, if you can get these, please get these. He said, okay, I will. So it's just like, bruh, honorable mention, but whenever it comes out officially, that's going to be on the list, partner.
I'm sure. I've yet to try the two companies that I really want to try. Or I guess, companies, is Romacraft and Definition Cigars.
Okay.
I want to try both of those.
You will not be disappointed.
I'm sure.
I'm letting you know. You won't.
Oh yeah, sure. What kind of Romacraft do you think I should have? In your opinion?
I will give you your first Romacraft. I'm gonna give you will be an egg roll.
An egg roll.
The reason why it's medium.
Okay.
No, that's right. That's punch. I'm thinking about what's the name? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, the Tempers, Connecticut. Okay. I'm sitting there seeing it in Tempers, but I said the punch. I mean the egg roll. But I'm going to give you egg roll because I want you to. I want you to get that.
I'll try it.
But that Connecticut, Romacraft knew what they were doing with this one.
Yeah.
You get all the tastes, all the taste. That cedar, that. It was a little nutty, but nothing overpowers your palate.
Yeah.
It allows you, just like you said, you can still taste that.
Yeah.
You can still taste everything going through that. And the next one, maybe an Aquitaine. You think he'd like an Aquitaine? Not yet. He said you're not ready for an Aquitaine.
That's okay.
I'm definitely not going to say a Cro Magnum. Definitely not going to say, or a Neanderthal. Definitely not going to say those. But yeah. Start off with the Connecticut, and after you get your palate gets an understanding of it, gets a little bit used to it, and you're able to differentiate those tastes and those flavor rolls. I would say then Aquitaine, and try it. And if it's too powerful, don't worry about it. Just step back, but please don't go to like the one you said. And when I said the Cro Magnon and the Western, they don't go there because. There was a reason Rob called it Romacraft Thursday because that was the power punch day. It was, man.
I do remember. I think it was a couple of years ago. That's what I got you for your birthday was 2 Romacraft.
Yeah, sure did.
Something like that.
Sure did.
And I I remember because smelling them even, they were super strong. But yeah. So
It's a good strong aroma though.
it is.
What you drinking, man?
I don't fully remember the Still Austin.
Still Austin.
It's-
How is it?
I'm actually really liking it. I don't drink much bourbon, so when I do, I usually just sip it. But
And that's a good sipping bourbon. It is. It's not overpowering.
it's super smooth.
Yeah.
Let me see.
He's taking a little swig.
Yeah, the other bourbons I've had like hit me really hard, just because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
But this one's super. It's super easy,
Okay.
and it's like it's kind of sweet, but it's not. I don't like super sweet alcohol, so this is like.
So he's not an MD drinker. Huh?
So I'm a fan of this because this is not too sweet. It's just
Okay.
a little bit and
And
relaxes.
is
a
it
little.
pairing well with that Connecticut?
I think
you
it
got?
is actually.
Okay.
I'm
Because it's not taking away from the flavors of that. Okay.
I can taste both pretty well.
Good. He's learning how to pair. He's learning how to pair. Me and your father, on the other hand,
What are y'all drinking?
we are drinking that Rebel Yell 100
Ooh.
proof, baby. You pour it into your glass, your container. The moment you take it up to your lips, the first thing hits you is the caramel, the smell.
Okay.
That aroma is whew. But you take your sip and a spice sneaks up on you. It's like me and him both said, it's like a cinnamon. And it's like, boom, I'm here. You're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But it's not like one of those bold, super strong. It just, and it's like the more you drink, the smoother you get.
That's nice.
The smoother you get. You sit back, start looking like Billy D. Somebody sit back, yeah. And it's, 100 proof, but this is a smooth drink, man.
That's good.
I'm sitting there sipping on it, and I'm like, it's marrying up with this with this La Lagera. See, I'm sneaking in. I'm starting to act like your father
Yeah,
does.
they're starting to sound like rap.
Don't make me spit this out.
All right. Well,
Let's switch gears and let's ask what it's like being a new smoker.
Oh yeah. Now that you've had, has it been a year yet?
not yet.
How long has it been?
Maybe like 8 months. Yeah, that sounds right.
If it was a baby, it'd be a year.
Yeah, basically.
You got almost a year in.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your experience being a new smoker.
Okay. I will say at this point, I now know what I generally like and don't like. Like, I'm not a huge fan of super bold sticks. So whenever someone offers me a stick, I know whether or not I'm going to smoke it right now or later.
I got you.
Before I would just be like, I'll just smoke it now. And then like, I remember one time at the Leaf, like it was the first time I had an A, and on the way home I was like, oh, like, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have had that. I should have had that after. So like, but now because I've had one since, and I, whenever I first got it, I was like, I'm gonna wait because I don't need this right now. I'll have it later.
So from your beginning to you here now, 8 months in,
Yeah.
what advice would you have for another new smoker that's just starting?
See, that's kind of hard because, like, I don't think most people start out how I start out.
True.
I would say that if you can, start out with McAuliffe, Connecticut, or Riata. I think that's the first stick I had.
The Riata? Okay.
I like
that's
both
a good
of those.
stick, too.
That was a good stick.
Yeah.
Or just like smaller sticks. That's what I learned that at first, that's really what I needed because big ones was like a huge commitment.
Longer was, yeah.
It was because like I'd get halfway done and I'm like, all right, I'm done, but I feel like I'm wasting it.
Because there's still half a stick here.
Yeah.
I still gotta go. And your dad's
I
sitting there
gotta be
looking at you
done.
like, you ain't gonna waste that.
Exactly.
There's no tobacco abuse here.
So I think smaller sticks for at least a couple months until you learn how to
Okay.
handle
Grow.
your palate.
Okay, handle your palate, grow your palate.
Exactly.
Okay. Looking at that, where your palate is now, in the beginning, do you believe that you should have started with those hard sticks like people, you said you looked at it like, oh, I smoke it now.
Yeah.
In the beginning, do you think for a newbie, anybody offer you a hard stick, a powerful bold stick, should they smoke it?
I think you should try it for
Okay.
sure. I think just not trying it might be a mistake.
Okay.
'cause You should definitely
that's
get the
good advice.
experience.
Yeah.
But like, maybe you should wait. If you know it's going to be a bold one, just be like, okay, let me eat first. Because like that day at the
Good
leave,
meal.
I definitely did not eat first. So I had it and I was just sitting there, I was going,
Let me ask this question.
Yeah.
Is your dad with you?
yeah.
And he let you go down that trail by yourself?
I think he thought I had eaten.
Nah, we know Rob.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that like
We know
he
Rob.
completely knew what was going to happen.
First time you got caught smoking. Okay, I got you. You gonna smoke 20s, a pack of cigarettes right now. That's what he was doing
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
exactly.
Yeah, I'll break that.
Yeah,
But in that growing in 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
you've come to a point where you have those that you will go back to.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Island Jam, the McAuliffe, Connecticut. What about those, gave you the yearning to smoke them again?
I think that for one, I didn't feel sick after them because I rarely feel sick after
That's
them.
a good one.
But like, there are some that I'm like, oh, okay, I don't want another stick because I've been able to have 2 sticks in a row.
Okay.
But if it's like, a bold one, I'm done for the night.
Yeah,
Like,
okay, got you.
so like the Connecticut, I can smoke another one if I feel like it after, but also I can, like I said, taste because
Okay.
it doesn't ruin the next 4 hours of like,
Yeah.
I can't.
The dry tongue, cotton mouth.
which like now I'm able to handle a little bit better because I'm just more used to it. But
Now, this is a question I know everybody wants to know.
let me hear it.
Your father was with you when you had that experience with that bowl stick.
Mm-hmm.
Did he tell you how to fix that?
Was it the sugar?
Oh, he did. You know what?
I don't.
Where's
I'm
the
be
sound
real.
effects?
Hold on. I actually don't think he told me.
Oh,
I think I'd heard it from the show.
Okay, because I was going to say we got to give Rob a round of applause if he did.
I don't think he knew that I was feeling bad though. To be fair,
Okay.
because I felt it once I got home.
Look, you ain't got to take up for your dad.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm rationalizing at least.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
all right,
He taking up for his dad.
yeah.
He trying to make the Rob look good.
Just a little better. But yeah, I think like when I got home, I was just like, all right, and I just drank water and laid down, and I felt fine in
Okay.
like 30 minutes, so it was fine.
So, I thought that door was open. I was going to say, Lord, who walked in there?
I was about to leave, about to jump out of this chair.
But knowing the after effects of that
Yeah,
and knowing that it can happen at any time, did it deter you, Eddie, in your choice or your thinking about what certain sticks were?
for a couple of weeks. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say like once I had that stick, I actually didn't have one for a few weeks because I was like, oh,
Okay.
I don't want that to happen again. But then I was like, you know what? That was the one stick, and I knew it was going to be bold.
Okay.
So I actually should have just expected it.
Okay.
Because now, as long as I know it's a bold stick, I can
prepare for
prepare
it,
and I'm
yeah.
okay. It's fine later.
Don't let it sneak up on you.
Yeah.
It's here.
I just had never experienced that sort of overload, I guess. So
And it is a powerful feeling.
it is.
Grown-ups. I'm not calling you young, but grown-ups in cigar years still experience that.
Yep, I'm sure.
And we sit back looking like, oh, man, I know I shouldn't have done that. But to each his own.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to thank you because, and this is bringing it from your cigar smoking to cigar talk.
Sure.
I want to thank you for being here because for episodes I was left alone.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be rough.
And there were things that were going on that were just like, this dude will not own up to what he's doing. That extra set of eyes and ears to hear what is said. I want to thank you, brother, because you came in and you took over from day one. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I used to love looking at Rob's face. How does it feel telling your dad what to do? People want to know.
It's a great feeling.
And he has to do it.
He has to do it.
Sitting back there they go and do interviews. Like you travel to do interviews. So when you come back, you have to set up the equipment here.
Yeah.
And Rob wants to look a certain way on camera.
last week at McAuliffe, I kept messing with it, and I don't know if you're aware, but I had it on one setting, and then you were like, "Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it." So go back. So I moved around, and then I went back to it, and you're like, "That looks great." And I was like, "All right." I was like, "All right, cool, good to hear." So
he has to tinker with everything, man.
Yeah,
and I love it seeing you two back and forth because you like, okay, that's my dad, and I can't say certain things.
Also, at the end of the day, I also have to be like, it's his show.
Yeah.
If he wants a certain way, I'm okay with that. I just let's try this first, and then if he's not down, that's okay. I'm
and how many times have we tried something that he wasn't down with afterwards?
That's true.
Very few.
That's true.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for taking control.
Okay.
Because Rob Jones, my partner, my buddy, the vein of my existence.
Oh, he got up. Oh no,
That dude,
right,
for real. But you have brought a different mindset. We have grown since you've been on the show because there's a lot of things technology wise that your father wanted to do.
Yeah.
He had plans on doing, but we couldn't get those things to fruition.
Yeah.
And you came into doing, he just put it in your lap. Where do you see us being now versus when you walked in the door?
I think we're definitely a lot farther. Like Patreon wise, example. Not even like how much or how many people. It's just the community we built.
Gotcha.
Already is like fantastic. I think that's so cool. And then the Discord as well. Because I think I technically made the Discord like the day before he asked me to join on. Because I was just like, you just need one. It's
so you were
just,
auditioning?
Yeah, basically. 'Cause I just, Discord's so good for any community.
Look at what I can do.
Look at my skills.
Yes. Let me in.
Yeah, I think Discord's just such a good like community building app, I guess.
It's a nuisance too. I'm sorry.
No,
I
it
love
can
my
be.
Patreons, but God, that thing goes off and off.
Y'all don't even know. I'm a part of 100 servers. It is the
Jesus.
worst. I wish I could leave all of them, but I can't.
Man, I'm at work and I have to turn it down. It's sitting on my desk. And I have employees that coming in like, you need to answer that. No, I know what it is.
I'm going to check my phone right now. I'm going to just see how many I've got. Oh, 5. I have 5 like from different servers. And stuff. It's terrible. It's the worst.
And the beauty of it is that community is allowed to be themselves.
Yes.
They express themselves in such wonderful, crazy, outlandish, the memes, the pictures, the dialogue.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, this is just like being in a doggone cigar shop, man. It's just like the things that people are able to do in the cigar shop, we do in Discord, and it's people from everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. That's what I love. And I appreciate it. I didn't know that you had developed that the day before you got hired.
Yeah.
Nice audition. That's what I got to say. Because if he didn't, he probably would have still been, we'd have been straight audio. Him doing them lives that were messing up, echoing, hey. Folks like, I can hear you 4 times, but it's cool, man.
Yeah.
But I really want to ask this one question.
Let me hear it. I'll answer anything.
Where do you see Cigar Talk 5 years from now?
Oh, 5 years. Oh, that's hard. The issue with things like this is that in any moment it can just blow up.
Yep.
So just assuming we're growing in the rate we're going, that might change. Who knows? But I think we could become way bigger. I think. I mean, the potential's already there. Like we've got both of you. That's dope.
No, you just got robbed.
Well, no, I don't know about that.
I'm Ed McMahon, man. I own up to it. I'm Ed McMahon. That's Johnny Carson over there, bro.
Johnny had to have it.
So, I mean, I think the potential's there for like the content that you guys can produce. I think, but with like COVID and the snowstorm, everything is just keep pushing that back. But hopefully, you know, within the next few months, we can start doing some extra stuff as well.
Okay.
Because I think, like, whether that's the golfing thing or whatever that looks like that we've talked about, or even other stuff, I think we could do a lot. So,
good. Appreciate it, man. Because, like I told Rob, he said, man, where do you see this place in the future? And he was like, he said, I don't even know if I'm going to be here in the next 2 years. I was like, come on, man. He said, I said, I truly see, if possible, my wildest dream is you and my son Bryant taking it over, passing it on to you two guys, because both you're you're robbed, but you're robbed in a reserved. You have his wit, you have that mouth, you have that mindset, but you're reserved with it. You there are times when it can come out and you let it out. Then there are times like, nah, I shouldn't say that versus no filter over there. And my son is like him. He has that wit. He has it because he was a stand-up comedian for a minute. Wow, that's cool. So in order to stand up in front of 50, it was like 150 people in there. Yeah.
You have to have that wit
and be able to try to get them to laugh. Yeah. I looked, I said, bro, you way better than me. He's like, no, you're funny. I said, I ain't that funny because I'm not getting up on the stage. I don't care what. I get up there and he's looking at him like, you hear the crickets going. I'm not, dude, that's embarrassing.
You're Arthur Fleck from The Joker.
Yep, like, just sitting there.
And then I said,
but that's the truth.
Yeah.
That would be my vision of it. The ability for it to keep going on with
really
YouTube.
Cool.
And I really would love that. But him, he's like, man, I don't know. I might turn this stuff over tomorrow. I'm like, come on. But that's Rob, though. When he grabs something, it's 190%. And then when he's done, it's 190% the opposite direction. It's like, okay, I'm doing the next thing. But the beauty of this is, what episode is this, man? Episode 124.
I think, yeah. They're getting hard to count.
Bruh, we've been doing it for a minute, and it's got
y'all been doing it longer than me, and I already lost count. I don't know.
I love that people take time out of their day to listen to these, us two knuckleheads go back and forth to banter. There's some things we try to bring. We try to bring a little education to this. It doesn't work all the time, but people take time out of their day and they appreciate us on that. Yeah. And that's what humbles me because people look at what we do and say, okay, it means something to them. So, yeah. And the best part of it is because you helped us out because in the beginning, man, that sounded like a transistor radio. He was. Okay, DiMaggio steps up to the plate. Babe takes off running. What? That's the way it sounded then. But now, video, everything. But it's just a growth. I appreciate who you are, man. And I want you to keep growing. Oh, tell them what you do, the game stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It just hit my mind.
I'm currently, I say that because we haven't had a ranking in a while, but I'm 7th best in Abilene Smash. I used to be one of the top, I think 500 teams in North America.
Wow.
In Dota. And then I was on and then I'm top 3% in the world in another game.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You said top 3%?
Yeah.
In the world?
In the world. Yeah.
Bruh, wait a minute. I'm trying to gauge this.
That's a lot of people. But, I mean, to be fair, that's in the world of who plays that game. So it's that's still impressive, don't get me wrong, but I have to backtrack a little bit. I can't say
because we're not talking about spades. Somebody played in the backyard.
Yeah.
This is technology, video games where just really it started in our generation, Rob. But the next generation, your generation, it's everything with you all because I don't think y'all ever you don't know a time without a computer game, do you?
Not really. I think
what year were you born?
I mean 2000. So I mean definitely no. But I'm saying
definitely.
He started Call of Duty when he was about 18 months.
You started in Call of Duty at 18?
There's a picture of me in his lap.
Months?
Holding a controller, and I'm a baby.
Playing the game.
Yeah.
So your entire life has all been about your thumbs.
Yeah. It's all been. That's why I have to wear these. These are compression gloves. It's for my arthritis.
And keeping that carpal tunnel. Keep you from getting carpal tunnel.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's it looks cool, but I don't wear them because of the style. I wear them because I need them.
The need. Okay.
Yeah.
And when you told me, because you were at, was it Hardin Simmons or ACU?
ACU. I'm still a coach for the Smash team, but
this dude's a college coach. Hold up. This is Jimmy Johnson in Miami, Tom Osborne in Nebraska. You're a college coach, man.
Yep.
At what age?
I started when I was 19. I was,
you know what I was doing at 19? It was at college, but it wasn't a sport. It wasn't a sport.
Well, the best part is I don't go there because most people who are coaching there are either students or like adults, and I was 19 going, yeah, I can coach y'all. I'm better than 90% of y'all. Yeah, no problem.
And that's not bragging. either.
No, I was.
That is truth.
I remember this one time, one of my, I don't know, I don't
Athletes.
know. Yeah, one of my athletes. I mean, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it takes a lot to get good. So, but one of them was like, so we used to do this thing to where I would play someone in a set, which is just a official match, and we would record the settings, and then he was like, "Oh no, I actually think I'll beat you this week," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And I picked a character I'm not good with. I never lost a single life. I beat him every game. It was good. And then I went, all right, GG's, and walked up.
See, this is a young man at 18 months knew his purpose. I'm going to beat 97% of the world's ass in this game. There's only 2% better than me, and even they need to look out.
Hey, we had a tournament. So we had a tournament a few days ago. We have online ones because COVID. So we don't want to run a in-person one because it's a little dangerous right now. So until vaccines are done, we're going to be doing that. So we were running an online one, and my girlfriend wanted to try it out, and I was like, okay, I'm down. So I hooked her up. We both were playing in the tournament, and then she outplaced me. I played like garbage, and she outplaced me. I was like, wow, I don't even know what to say.
See, he's a smart man too. See, he's dealing with his girlfriend in a competition, and he let her win.
I never even faced her.
You're good. He's learned well at a young age. I guess that had to be teaching from your dad because he didn't do that. He was like me, nah, I ain't letting you win.
I ain't doing it.
It's going to be me and you later on.
Yep.
But where do you see the gaming industry?
Oh, the game.
I mean, it's already. And there's pros with this because I was watching. I can't think of what it was, and
do you remember what it looked like?
It was just guys in front of the game.
Sure, fair enough.
And the prize, these guys were actually on a team. They were paid to be on the team, and then it was still a prize for the
winning.
Yeah, for the winning. And I was like, wait a minute, that's pro.
Yeah. So the game I started out with, Dota 2, and it's still one of my passions. I don't play it as much as I used to just because I took a big hiatus from the game, and it's changed a lot. So I have to get back into it. But it is, and it has set the world, like the record, every single year for the past 10 years. 10 years. Wow. That it's called the International every single year. It's in the summer. It was canceled this one, but it's going to be sometime this year instead. And this past year's, the prize pool was $45 million. So the winning team, winning team gets $22 million.
We should have been promoting a few years later. $45 million.
$45 million, and 16 teams play for that.
You want to be in it?
I would love to. I've never gotten that close. I've gotten close to the pro scene. I was in the semi-pro scene, and I have played some of the pro teams that are like winning those tournaments now. We never beat them. No, let's say that first. They were definitely a
pro level.
A pro level, and we were semi-pro. But it was it was a fight. It wasn't like they steamrolled us, but like 16 teams, and then top 8 of that all gets money. So as long as you get to top 8, you're getting some money.
You're gonna get paid.
You're gonna get paid. And then a lot of them are on sponsored teams as well.
So you're getting paid anyway, but if you make the top 8, you get a prize.
If you get first, you're good for. You could retire after that.
Yeah, because you said 22 million. How many members on the team?
5. So it's split between. Yeah, exactly. But some people, with organizations, the org takes a cut. Some of the other things take a cut.
Still don't matter. You still don't matter
though. Yeah, no, because
at least a meal.
The past 2 years. Here's the crazy thing. So for the first 8 years. First 7 years, no one won 2 internationals in a row. TI 8, so the international 8, this team OG comes up. Everyone thought they're going to lose. They got first place. It was 2 of those guys' first ever LAN tournament, first ever in person. They won like $4 million a piece. Then the next year, they came back and won it again. They're set. Exact same lineup.
That's $8 million, man.
They're good.
You can sit back. It's like buy you 100 bundles of Patron.
You're good.
And just sit back and watch folks play, and you still can't beat me.
and they're still playing. They've decided to keep going. A few of them retired.
I would retire. Shoot, I would 8. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, life has changed, man.
But I think the gaming industry realistically could, like, eventually, I don't think it is yet, but it's getting there, outweigh, like, sports and stuff, like normal conventional sports.
Gotcha.
Just because it's way more accessible to everyone.
Everybody. And with today, because when me and your dad were growing up, it was all about outside.
Right.
We were outside people. We were, those combat sport athletes.
Yeah.
Today, it's more, because like when my son is 25 now. Correction, he'll be 25 this year.
Gotcha.
I used to force him to go outside. Like, no, you got to go outside. And he would go out there like, what am I going to do? Play, find something to do, or I can get something for you to do.
Yeah.
But his thing was because like he's on some team playing. Oh God, I can't think of what the name is. He streams and he plays this game now. And he's an electrician, so he goes to work at day, and he comes home, and the rest of the evening he's on with his team, and they're playing, doing. And I'm looking at him like, where'd you get this stuff? Where? He said, well, Daddy, I watched you. And I was like, oh, yeah, because I was a GTA every day. So it was the way he grew up.
Yeah.
And now that is growing up.
Yeah.
It's all about games.
No, one of the best players in the world and Valorant. It's a game that came out last year, something like that. He's 16 or something. Like, that blows my mind because I could never imagine being the best in the world at a huge video game and being 16.
Because combat sports 16, you can't even play.
You're not
can't
allowed.
play other than tennis. Tennis is the only one that you can play, or bowling.
Yeah, or bowling. Sure, yeah.
But 16, you can't be. 16, you're barely making a high school team,
right?
So you definitely couldn't be a pro.
Well, and then some, like I know, like a lot of people drop out of college if they can get on a pro team because like why would you not? Because you're like pro. If you're on a pro team, you're getting paid, and it's like it's not laugh money. Like it's a good amount.
Yeah.
So it's like why wouldn't you? You're good,
and all you have to do is win one tournament.
You're good. But then. Like that's the other thing is one of my friends at McMurray, like he's getting scholarship money to be on a team. Like,
hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up. I had to lift weights, run track.
Yep. He has to
even see a scholar. I had to be a well-rounded athlete. And this dude is at McMurray.
Yeah. He goes
on a technical game scholarship.
Yep. He goes, and the only requirements is that he keeps his grade up. It is like a normal like football or whatever scholarship, but it's there's practice every day at this time. Matches are at this time. Yeah, and then like there's homework, but like the homework is like practice your tech skill. I don't know, man, because that stuff's hard to do, but and not everyone does it. But
wow, the world is changing, right?
Yeah, and I think HSU has scholarships. ACU doesn't, sadly. I wish it did. We're still technically a club and not a sports program. But I think ACU is starting to look at it a little bit more because they were the biggest club.
22 million?
That's what I'm saying. Like if they can get there, it's good. And it's like, wow. Also, ACU's Rocket League team is like actually amazing. They're so good. I know one of the players on it personally. I've known him for years. And I didn't know he even played Rocket League. So then when I was up there one day, he walked in. I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He goes, "Oh, hey, why are you here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm the coach for Smash." He's like, "Oh, cool. I'm starting the Rocket League team." I was like, "Oh, awesome. I didn't know you played." Wow. And I watched them play a tournament match. They're so good. They've won most of their matches.
And these are kids with the opportunity to make millions playing a video game. And my mama told me, "Get off that game. You ain't going nowhere. Get in your books."
Yep.
Get the heck.
I mean, like. And that's the other thing is gaming. So
the world has changed.
It also helps with a lot of other stuff. Like my reaction times were really good. I've tested them a little bit above average. But like
hand-eye coordination, everything.
Hand-eye coordination. My one problem is like I I have a depth perception problem, so
Okay.
I can't catch stuff, but
Okay.
I blame it on that and definitely not my experience.
Your experience. So I want you to bring the cigar community to that.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing is there actually is a small cigar community within Side Smash already, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Like some of the top players, and even if they don't smoke all the time, like there's one tournament that's in Las Vegas. So whenever
Vegas, baby.
yeah, whenever they go, they get cigars and things like that. It's a casual experience rather than like what you guys are used
Yeah.
to. But still, the fact that it exists is really cool.
Yeah. Hey, we learned something today. I learned something today. I got to make sure my granddaughter. I'm gonna get her one. You remember them things we used to have, Rob, where you squeeze? I'm gonna get her two of them out the womb. Get your hands ready, baby. Get your hands ready. Gotta practice. Gotta practice. Millions.
Yeah.
Millions.
Well, and I will say like that's the one hard part about gaming is because you hear about these teams like this top 16 in the world. Like that's not many people. So like it is hard to get.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of work. Like I practiced, I mean, I don't, he probably knows better than I do, but I played every day for 8 hours a day and I only got to semi-pro. So I don't know how even much they play. Like I
That's
played
a job, man.
yeah, it was very, but like I made money. Like while I was playing, I made.
I'm glad you had the camera on. You look, you said, I made money.
I made money. I was just saying.
I wasn't just sitting there.
Like with semi-pro, Razor, like,
Yeah.
they had their first ever Dota 2 tournament, and we got either second or first in it. And it was a semi-pro; it wasn't a pro league. But they sent us money for winning. It wasn't a large amount or anything.
It
but
was cash.
It was cash.
That's all that matters.
That's all I needed.
Now you can use that cash to buy some sticks, baby.
Well, sadly, I used them on Dota, so like probably not the smart.
I invested in me.
I invested in my enjoyment. That doesn't matter.
Yes, got you, bro. Well, we want to thank again the Patreons, the Leaf,
Oh yes,
McAuliffe Cigars, Viva La Vida Cigars,
exactly. Elegance.
Elegance. Man, I gotta give me another watch box, and I'm gonna grab it for them. But we appreciate everyone that takes time out of that day to listen to Cigar Talk, to hear
of course
two guys, me and Rob today, me and little Rob, Luke,
just for fun.
Yeah, talk about the things that you would hear, conversations you would hear in a cigar shop. We appreciate you all, and there's nothing that we wouldn't do for you. Like we said, for those Patreons, hold on to the post show.
Yeah.
We're going to have a giveaway in the post show for the Patreons.
Exactly.
If you're not a Patreon, look in the show notes. You'll see how to join and become a Patreon. You'll also see information. We got in the show notes information about McAuliffe, the Leaf, Viva La Vida, Elegance, Cigar. We got that information down there. We appreciate you all. And everyone. We want you to know that. So we stand on this one thing. Cigar Talk is yours.
Yeah.
We are here for you. So keep coming with us. If you're a Patreon, Rob holds a producers meeting. Once a month? At least once a month.
Yeah.
And a lot of our content comes from that producers meeting.
If they want to see stuff, we try and make it happen.
We try to make it happen. So here again, we appreciate you all. We want you to know that. And when it comes down to anything, Cigar Talk is about the cigar community. So we want to sign off. And as usual, keep smoking.